What is up, Taurus? How are you guys doing? It's time to take a look at the mid-month messages for December 2023. I'll explain more about what that's all about here in just a minute, but it's going to be fun, so stick around. What is good with my Taurus friends? How y'all doing? It's time for the mid-month messages. So when I do mid-month messages, the intention I am putting into the reading is to check and see if there was a change of timelines. Because my favorite thing to do when I read the tarot is give advice. I personally believe that's the most important part of the whole reading. And if you take the advice and apply it, that can change your timeline. So for those of you who would like to schedule a personal reading, all the information on how to go about doing that is in the description. All right, let's see. How did I do the Aries? I think I started off with the current person. Yeah. So we're going to look at the current person. If there are no problems, issues, or concerns between you and the person you're currently with, this is not for you. Let's see. Our timeline's changing for the better or the worse. We got that 10 of Cups here. Woo! It looks like you all are actually successfully working things out. Well, okay, so 10 of Cups, 10 of Swords reversed. Okay, so you're not walking away from this. Nobody's walking away from this. But we got the King and Queen of Swords. So it just doesn't really seem like the two of you were expressing a lot of love towards each other. It may appear as if neither of you even have feelings for this situation anymore. I worded that very carefully. It may appear as if. Okay? Because I think the two of you do very much still love each other at the deepest level. It's just you all are processing through all of this bullshit that manifested into all the problems that you've had as of late, and you're processing through it. So that can make for a pretty heavy, energetic situation to process through all that and still try to cultivate a successful relationship and connection, you know? A lot of tension between the two of you. A lot of walking on eggshells energy around here. But honestly, I feel like you all are rebalancing this relationship in a way that maybe you all have never experienced it before. I'm honestly with the Temperance, 10 of Cups here. See, in order... Okay. We'll go back to the primary law, the law of vibration. That's the primary law. Okay. The vibration is what manifests the outcome. So if both of you were vibrating at a frequency that manifested a negative outcome, that means both of you have to ascend up to a higher vibration so that it can manifest a positive outcome. Changing vibrations is not fun. It's not easy. It's not a walk through the park. It's not this woo la la love and light bullshit that a lot of spiritual people like to pretend that it is. Changing vibrations is tricky. It's scary. I mean, it's no different than forming or breaking any habit. Creating a new habit is a vibrational change. Breaking an old habit is a vibrational change. It's not fun, is it? No, it's not fun. So, but you all are successfully working this out. Hey, this is going to turn out to be I think 2024 is going to be really, really amazing for you and your current person. I think so. I think so. Let's see how they feel about you and what their energy looks like. How's the current person feeling about Taurus? What's their energy look like? What are their thoughts, feelings, and opinions, hopes, dreams, and expectations? Let's see. Boom. Oops. King of Pentacles. So that has Taurus written all over it. Some of you could be dealing with a fellow Taurus, possibly. Okay, yeah, see? A lot of walking on eggshells energy. Okay, yeah. And this person's still processing through a lot of the negative bullshit from the past. For those of you wondering whether or not they have a DM full of other people, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. But this person's a lot more vulnerable than you may realize. And trying to keep their walls up has drained the hell out of this person. So this person's very drained by all these issues that the two of you have gone through together. But I do think they are ready for a new, fresh start. If they could, let's talk about the deepest intentions at the deepest level. If they could flip a switch and make your all's relationship work out perfectly, they would. They would. They don't want to go nowhere. Excuse me. They don't want to go nowhere. It's just this tension and this walking on eggshells energy that you all have to work through. Okay. Could be a Virgo for some of you. I also have Leo here and Aries. Yep, they don't want to walk away. Okay. Let's see if we can get a general outline of the outcome here. Get a general outline of the outcome. What kind of outcome are we looking at here? Okay, 6 of Wands. So it's going to turn out to be more successful than you may be projecting in your mind right now. Queen of Cups. Yeah. Okay. So it's not going to be an easy transition. It's not. Because in order for a relationship to work out successfully, both people involved have to turn inward and look at themselves and say, what's the void in my heart? What is it that I'm truly looking for? Because I got news for each and every one of you. There's no human being on this planet who can fill that void. There's no human being on this planet that can really, truly, fully meet that need that you have. There's not. It doesn't work that way. When we get into a successful, healthy relationship, that person is there to assist you if and when they can. That's a privilege, not a right. And when we go inside and we look at ourselves, we're faced with some dark shit that we don't want to see. You know, we're faced with some emotional triggers and PTSDs and traumas and shit that we don't want to look at. But we got to. And then once we really, really get in touch with that void in there, and we really start learning how to find our own validation, we can start making our way through that dark cloud of smoke, that dark cloud of fear, and then pop out the other side. And then now, when two happy people are sharing love, then that's when we can build a solid foundation that lasts a lifetime. 10 of Cups. See, there's this horrible, horrible habit in humanity today where two empty people are coming together and trying to vampirically suck love from each other. It don't work that way. Love doesn't come in. If you are void of love in here, nobody can bring love to you. Doesn't work that way. I get that question very frequently. Do I have love coming in? No, you don't. No, that's not where love comes from. Now, you may have a relationship coming in. You may have a person coming in. But if you're void of love in here, that person coming in is not going to change that. Not even the one divine partner that the universe picked out for you can come into your life and bring love to you. And going through that realization in your heart can be a scary, dark, freaky, fucked up place. But then once two people do that together, man, y'all can build a solid foundation that can last a lifetime. For real, for real. All right. Shit, I don't even remember how I did the Aries video. What did I do? Oh, yeah, new person. New person. Let's look at the newest person who just showed up into Taurus's life. New person. Things going good? Did timelines change? If timelines change, did they change for the better or the worse? Page of Swords reverse, so there's some trust issues here. There may be some trust issues, you know, snooping through phones, internet stalking. This screams trust issues. This screams, I wake up 2 hours early and grab your phone and snoop through it. You know, this screams, I'm stalking your social media and seeing who you're talking to and seeing if anybody's liking your pictures and shit like that. This screams trust issues, dude. And that energy is deadly to a connection. The analogy that I always use is the energy of lack of trust is like termites in your house. It's like termites in your house. You may not really notice it. You may not really know that it's there, but eventually, it might not be today, might not be tomorrow, might not even be this year, but eventually your house is going to collapse. Eventually. And that's that lack of trust energy. So there's somebody here with trust issues. Nine of Swords. Is this you? Is this you? Scared, nervous. Look, it's really well depicted in this deck. Like you can almost feel the energy in this card here just by looking at it. Scared, nervous, alone, afraid that you might be being played with, afraid somebody might be just leading you on and stringing you along. We got 2 pages, both reversed. So I am not even talking about whether or not trust issues should or should not be there. I don't know. We'll see in a minute. But a lot of anxiety in this new situation here. A whole lot. Oh, that's why. That's why. Because this connection is so intense. And some of you may have jumped into this so quickly that now you're scared. Because it almost seems too good to be true. Almost seems too good to be true. And you are terrified. You are terrified that if you let your guard down and let yourself fall all the way into this seemingly amazing connection, that you're going to get your heart ripped out again. Because, dude, 10 of Cups Lover's card. If you ever want 2 cards to come out in a reading, It's 10 of Cups in the Lovers. So I think you're scared. Is this too good to be true? Could be an Aquarius for some of you. I also have Gemini, Capricorn, and Aries here. Well, let's look at this person's energy then. Let's look at this person's energy. See what's going on with them. Sun card reversed. This person may just kind of be an unhappy person. Maybe this person's just generally unhappy. At the end of the day, I don't know who needs to hear this, but that ain't got nothing to do with you. I don't care. Now, I'm going to trail off on this one for just a little bit, okay, because I'm not making any claims about this person yet. Generally speaking, whenever you have somebody that's unhappy, most unhappy people are pointing the finger at something or someone. Always. Always. It's always somebody else's fault. Always. Okay. So, just to let you know, if somebody's generally unhappy, it's not your fault and it's not your responsibility to fix it. No, it ain't. Happiness is your job, boo-boo. That's your job to make sure that when you wake up in the morning, you get your vibe right and you feel that happiness in here. It's your job. So, just putting that out there. I don't know who needs to hear that right now. If you're dealing with a person who's just kind of generally negative and maybe miserable and happy, just generally, and maybe some of you are afraid because you're trying to make them happy and you can't. It's because it's not your job. Because you can't. It's not your responsibility. It's not your job, and it's not your fault. Ooh, Lovers card. See, they feel it too. Lovers card twice in a row. Maybe this person's emotionally closed off and emotionally unavailable. Two of Cups, though. See, they're feeling the same way you're feeling. They feel the same way you feel. They're afraid to commit. They're afraid to commit to something and then get ghosted and get abandoned. So they're trying to live through their logical mind. So I'm thinking, honestly, this is just a mirroring thing. Really intense connection. You feel it. They feel it. It scares the shit out of you. It scares the shit out of them. You're afraid they're going to hurt you. They're afraid you're going to hurt them. Now, we can only do this little dance for so long before what both of y'all are worried about manifests into reality, and both of y'all are pointing the finger at each other. And as soon as I said it, bam, the card of conflict. Button heads, not seeing eye to eye. Could be a Gemini for some of you. Also have Leo here. Okie dokie. Well, let's see the outcome then. What's the outcome? Oh, tension building. Death card. Uh-oh. Yep, there it is again. 5 of Wands. Conflict is almost inevitable. Because this tension is building and building and building and building and building and building and building. You're guarded. They're guarded. You're scared. They're scared. You're on defense. They're on defense. It's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time, dude. Before something pops off between the two of you. And this comes to an unnecessary ending. It's unnecessary, dude. Let's get the advice. What's the advice? Well, how the 5 of Wands for the 3rd time in a row? I'm putting that back in there. Putting that back in there. Knight of Wands. Oh, okay. Okay. I was just telling Aries the same thing. Maybe some of y'all are dealing with an Aries. Okay. I'm going to give you the same advice that I gave Aries. How do you prove that you're not going to do them like the last person did? How do you prove that? How do you prove it? Because we have all been there. We have all heard somebody swear up and down on their mama grave, on their daddy, on their sister's grave, on everything that's ever been sacred to them, that they ain't like that. They ain't like that. You never met nobody like them before. You never been with nobody like me before. I ain't like that. I promise you I'm different than all the rest. I would never do this. I would never do that. And they swear up, down, and all around. And then what do? They turn around and do exactly what they swore they wouldn't do, right? Most of us have been there. Most of us have been there. I know I have. So a lot of people, once that happens to you once, twice, 3 times, you don't trust no fucking body. Nobody. So, how do you prove it? Because you can tell them till your face turns blue, but they probably already done heard that before. They probably already been given that little speech. They've already heard somebody swear up and down that they ain't like that. They've already heard it. So how do you prove it? Time. Time, patience, and consistency over a long, drawn-out, extended period of time. Now, when I say long, drawn-out, and extended, it shouldn't take much longer than about 3 or 4 months, 6 months max. 6 months max before this person really starts letting their guard down and being like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. Maybe Taurus really is the real deal. I ain't never met nobody like Taurus before. You know what? I tell you what, let me tell you a little story about me. Most of you all know that I'm married now to my second wife. I vowed to never get married ever again. I vowed. You know what changed my mind? You know why I decided to marry my wife? Because I sat back and watched her work on herself for 3 years. Never told her to. Never didn't tell her anything. I just sat back and watched like, whoa. I have never seen a human being in my life look at themselves, take accountability for their own shit, and actually get to work. And I'm actually watching you put forth effort and grow and evolve into a totally different version of yourself. I'm sitting back watching it like, whoa, I've never witnessed a human being who does that. That's when I was like, oh shit, this one's the real. I'm going to put a ring on that one. I'm keeping this one. That is so fucking rare. I'm keeping this one. Time, patience, and consistency. Time, patience, and consistency is how you prove it. Don't talk about it, be about it. And then ideally, after a certain point, they should start noticing, whoa, this person's the real fucking deal. And then that guard's going to start coming down. The guard will start to come down. The guard will start to come down. Yeah, be patient, man. Gotta be patient. I done forgot how I did the Aries video, dude. Oh, yeah. Person from the past. That's right. Okay. All right. Person from the past. Person from the past. Boom, 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 boom. Person from the past. Anything change between Taurus and the person from the past? If so, did it change for the better or for the worse? What's happening between Taurus and the person from the past? Ace of Cups reversed. So I'm not seeing a reconciliation attempt. Well, hold on. Can't say that yet. I'm not seeing a new start in love between the two of you. That doesn't mean that there's not going to be a reconciliation attempt, though. So I don't want to get ahead of myself here. Hold on. Four of Wands reversed. I feel like the universe done slammed the door shut on that boo-boo. Yeah, plus you intimidate the hell out of this person anyway. Yup. You intimidate the shit out of this person. See, usually, not always, but frequently, with a situation like this, there will be a window of opportunity for the two of you to work this out if you want to, especially if it's an incomplete soul contract. If you all had a soul contract, you came together and did what most humans do and fucked it up, and you part ways, there will be an open door of opportunity. And it's never written in stone. There's no one size fits all, but just for conversation's sake, let's say the universe has that window of opportunity open for a year. So for the next year, there's an open window of opportunity for somebody to come back and attempt to see if y'all can work this out. Well, now we're creeping up on 9 months, 10 months. The universe is like, okay, we're getting up to the end of this open door of opportunity. 11 months, 11 and a half months, 11 months and 3 weeks, 11 months, 3 weeks and 6 days. All right, 1 year, bam. Too late. Too late. Universe slammed the door shut on this. And I think the reason why this person hasn't taken any action towards you is because you intimidate them. Now, when I say intimidate them, what do I mean by that? What I mean is when two people part ways, ideally, the goal is to hopefully go do better. Excuse me. The deal is you want to go do better. You want to improve. You want to improve your life. So if me and you are together and we part ways, usually, very frequently, there's at least one person who isn't improving their life, right? They're not improving at all. So if the other person is, if you part ways with me and then you start doing better and I ain't doing no better, what's the likelihood that you're going to want to hear anything that I have to say? Not very likely, is it? Not very likely. It's going to make me look kind of stupid. It's going to make me look stupid. We parted ways. You went off and started doing better in life, and I didn't. I actually started doing worse. I started sliding downhill. Yeah, I feel stupid. Now, did you actually do better? I don't know. But for some reason, they think that you did. Looking at you, and maybe the shit you post on social media, or maybe they just heard shit through the grapevine, trying to keep tabs on you, that you were doing better. So that was enough to keep them at bay. Well, let's look at their energy and their feelings a little bit deeper. Oh, I didn't even get a chance to shuffle before the 10 of Wands jumped out. Yep, they're still carrying the burden of this. Still carrying the burden. Still haven't fully let go of it. Still haven't fully moved on from it. 10 of Pentacles, but they've been trying to show off. Improving their finances and shit like that. You know what, though? With the Five of Swords energy here, I'm not a big Five of Swords fan, dude. To me, the Five of Swords is like the sister or the cousin to the Seven of Swords. It's still sneaky. It's still deceitful. It still can't really be trusted. Kind of feeling like the universe did you a favor by keeping this person away from you. See, I told you, 9 of Pentacles. I see that come through all the time. Doing this for a living, there's one thing, there's little handfuls of common things that you see come through very frequently. I guess it's just typical human behavior. But since this person thinks that you have moved on and that you're doing better, they want to project that energy back to you as if they have moved on and they're doing better. But as always, it's a load of shit. I think they've been kind of hoping that you'll come running back to them and attempt reconciliation. They know exactly what they want to say to you. I bet you they got a copy and paste message in the notes, in their little notes app on their phone. That if they hear their inbox ding and it's you, they're going to go copy and paste that, and they already got everything that they want to say all planned out. So, but again, with the Five of Swords energy there, I don't think that what they want to say is anything honest. I think they want to paint a false picture in your mind. Well, we pretty much got the outcome. I think universe slammed the door shut on this. So let's get the advice. What's the best advice? What is the advice? What's the advice? Ooh, justice reversed. Okay. So let me give you a little crash course in energy behavior. Okay. I know that a lot of you out there were done horribly wrong. And this person did something to you that you absolutely did not deserve. I get it. But if you spend too much of your energy sitting around hoping and wishing and waiting for something bad to happen to them because of what they did to you, that's a really easy way to keep manifesting more bad things to happen in your own life. Look, what goes around comes around, right? That is the principle in which you're living by when you do that. What goes around comes around. But it doesn't work that way. The universal law of what goes around comes around doesn't mean that there is this little Captain Karma who flies around with a superhero cape on, going around thumping people in the head who do things wrong to other people. Don't quite work that way. The universal law of what goes around comes around means the vibrations that you cast are sent back to you. That's what it means. So, yeah, sometimes you see that happen. Somebody does somebody horribly wrong, and then very shortly after that, something bad happens to them. Well, that was not Captain Karma coming and thumping them on the head for being a fucking asshole. That's not why that happened. Most of the time, people who go around fucking people over are casting very low negative vibrations. Happy people just don't do that. You don't see happy people going around lying, cheating, manipulating, spreading rumors, gossiping, talking shit, bitching, complaining. That's just not what happy people do. They just don't. That's what miserable people do. So if this person is casting unhappy, miserable vibrations, the universe is going to give that energy back to them. But it's going to give your energy back to you too. So if you're sitting around angry and bitter and hoping and wishing and waiting to see something bad happen, you gonna see something bad happen. Because that energy is going to be handed back to you. And I know it doesn't seem fair. It doesn't seem fair. I get it. But that's the way what goes around comes around really works. That's the way that universal law really functions and really operates. That's why it appears as if good things happen to bad people and bad things happen to good people. It appears as though it works that way. And depending on the energetic dynamics, it can work that way sometimes. But that's the reason why, because we're looking at it from the wrong perspective. We're looking at it from the wrong perspective. There's no universal superheroes that fly around rewarding good people and punishing bad people. It doesn't work that way. We all wish it did. Oh, fuck, I wish it did too, dude. Oh, you don't even know. I wish it did too, but it don't. So just be careful and do the best that you can to try to just wish this person love, light, and healing. Do the best you can to wish them love, light, and healing. I know it's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy. And I would not attempt to go anywhere near this person until you've done a certain level of healing. Don't even, damn it, I keep grabbing from the wrong deck. I wouldn't even go anywhere near them until you've done a certain level of healing. Plus, not only that, but the universe slammed the door shut on this. So when the universe slammed the door shut on this, it ain't going nowhere anyways. Do some healing and then send them a closure message. If anything, it'll help your healing too. That can help your healing process. Just send them a closure message. I don't care if you ain't heard from them in a year. Just shoot them that message. Yo, I got to thinking about you here lately, and I just want to let you know, no bad blood here from me. I forgive you for what you did. I apologize for what I did. I just want to let you know there's no bad blood here. That's it. That's it. That's all I want you to know. And that will change the course of your path moving forward. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. That'll drastically alter the trajectory of your healing path. Drastically. It doesn't seem like it, but I promise you it will. All right, well, I do feel like those were the messages that my Taurus friends needed to hear. So I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all once again for tuning in and playing along. Greatly appreciate y'all for still showing up, showing out, and showing love, support, and positive feedback still after 5 long years. Man, that's what makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. Greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to check the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all stay blessed.